I got my snacks. Just kidding. What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing okay, doing well. Happy Saturday. Haven't done a thought-provoking stream in a month, and I thought, you know what? Last night, having a few beers with the neighbor, I thought of an idea. What if the internet did not exist? What if it didn't go public when it did in the 90s? How would the world be? That is today's question. And I'm going to drop the link to some people. Let's see if I can get some peeps up here. Get a good conversation going. That there. One more over here. And I will say hi to you guys in just a second. All right, let's get back here. Let's say hi to people. Hello, gamer. How are ya? Joey Edibles. What's up, buddy? Pigskin Blitz. We have Mr. Fulton in the house. Mayberry. Heck yeah, guys. So yeah, I like that little intro I have right now of the landing in Tampa from wow, nearly 2 years ago now. Holy crap. It's one of my favorite pieces of footage I've ever captured. I think that's really cool. And of course, I sped it up because that approach was, I think it was like a 14-minute approach from when we hit the outer islands off of Clearwater until the time we landed. So I sped that up pretty quickly through the music on it. I like it. It's fun music. It's pumping. It's tropical. It reminds me of Florida. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Any fun plans for the Mother's Day weekend? Well, Mother's Day weekend in the U.S. I think the UK celebrated theirs a few weeks ago. So we're a little slow in the U.S., but that's okay. So yeah, doing well. Got some recording done this morning. Hung out with Mr. Mojo earlier on his stream, and yeah, just kicking it with you guys. Hopefully, we can get ourselves a small panel up here and get the discussion rolling. I think it'd be a fun discussion today. And I'm interested with what you guys think in the chat. How would the world be? How do you think the world would be if the internet did not go public? What's up, Peppers? Good to see you, buddy. As always, hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, that is today's question. And yeah, I don't do this show very often because I really don't sit there and think about it very often. And when this idea hit me last night like a freight train, inspired by beer, I thought, you know what, let's go live with it Saturday and have some fun. Excuse me. So yeah, no, the weather here is very warm. My little weather gauge is showing 93 degrees. I know that's a little off. I think we're more like 86 right now. But it's hot, man. It is hot, and I'm a hot mess. Just kidding. But yeah, I mean, I was even sweating up a storm walking to the liquor store today to pick up a 15 rack of this. I'm like, holy crap, I'm not ready for this heat. Like last week, we had a high temperature one day of like 44 degrees, and now it's like, nope, we're going to double that for you. Enjoy. So, but the weather tomorrow should be very nice. Going over to Mom's, and I plan on grilling. I plan on, having a little patio sesh with Mom. It's that time of the year, and it's going to be about 80 degrees tomorrow, so it'll be perfect under the patio umbrella. What's up, El Spicy? How are you doing? Hope you're well. Good to see ya. But yeah, not sure where peeps are. I know it's Saturday. It's a weird day. It's a hard day to go live. Saturdays are definitely difficult, especially kind of last minute like I was with this. I meant to post that I was going to do this live a little earlier than it did. I got sidetracked with a few things, and I was like, oh, shit. I'm wanting to start in like an hour or so. But we're here hanging out for now. But yeah. I'd just like to see what you guys think, because I have I don't know if they're good ideas or not, but I've got ideas floating around my head of what I would think the world would look like without the internet. So yeah, let's see if anybody has even seen my messages. A couple people over here. Oh yeah. So we'll see if people come up. Be nice. Have a little conversation. That's one of my thoughts right there. It's not coming up on the StreamYard side, but yes, all spicy. I think people would be a lot less stressed out. I think people would be more chill, man. Even when the internet was starting out when I was younger in the '90s, it was like not prominent, so the old way of life was still prominent, and it just seemed like everybody was happier, friendlier, and seems like ever since the internet came out, people are a lot more stressed out, a lot, more rude. And I think a lot of it is just the speed that we receive information anymore, and the amount of information we receive at once. It's overwhelming, and people get stressed out and crazy. The world would be good. The world would go back to being a smaller place, good in some ways, but not in others. And I agree with that too. And it's good to see you, Ezra. Hope you're doing well. How are you, man? Good to see you. Um, yes and no, El Spicy. I mean, I remember people were comparing themselves, like celebrities and whatnot, before the internet. So I can see, yeah, how that would. There'd be a less of that, and I just walk around like I don't give a shit. I'm who I am. I am who I am. Yeah, people have definitely become more rude. A lot less patience with one another. But yeah, I mean, it's gotten really bad. It has gotten pretty bad with just the rudeness going around with people. Hmm. Oh, that's good. So yeah, I think without the internet, people would be a lot less rude. And I don't know. I just sit and kind of go, I wonder how interfaced the pandemic would have been without the internet. I don't. It definitely would not have been like as front and center as it is without the internet. It would definitely be in the news every day. Well, this many more people were hospitalized, but now the internet, man, it's just been for the last 2 years that's been blasted in our face, and it's just like, oh my gosh, can't watch this because I'm pretending there is no internet. There you go. And that's the other thing. We wouldn't be hanging out right now without the internet. So there's that. Oh, yes. And I'm live, Jody. How are you? Good interview last night with Square Table Degenerates. If you guys didn't catch it, go back and watch it. He interviewed a Bronco great, Carl Mecklenburg, who actually lived not too far from here when he was a player. I publicly, I think it was like 92. Government, privately, I think it goes back to the late 60s, early 70s. So, but yeah, I'll look that up. You know, look that up real quick. Go. 1990, April 30th, 1993 is when it went public. So, with my guess of 92, wasn't too far off. But yeah, bring back dial-up internet. Yeah, that would slow the information down a lot, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be as bombarding and overwhelming and shitty? So, JV, if you want to link, message me on Facebook, and I'll send you the link if you want to come up. But yeah, you're a techie guy, so be interested to see what some of the techie people think, and just everybody. People wasn't as rude to each other, right? They was too busy cussing out their dial-up. Yeah, pretty much. God damn it, AOL. They're speaking of AOL. Did you guys know I had a guy who did the AOL chat rooms? Yes. Yeah. You had him a while ago. I went back and rewatched that interview. That was like earlier days, I believe. But yeah, I went back and I did watch that one. That's cool that you got him on your show. That's a random interview. It's pretty badass that you thought like, hey, I wonder what he's up to. Yeah, I would say he's probably making royalties still, but I don't know the last time that someone actually had their computers play that from AOL. And yes, surprisingly, American Online is still around. He was the fourth. Yeah, I remember. That was way back when. Yeah. Pretty cool, though. That's awesome that you got him. But, yeah, Monday is going to be it's going to be a hazy interview, man. It's going to be great. But, yeah. Bring up questions about that 70 show. That's a good one. He would tell me how much he got. He probably got a decent amount from doing that. Yeah. It's kind of like the woman who did the Amazon spy box voice. She's making shit ton of money through royalties and whatnot. Yeah, that's true, but I mean, it's just like I don't know. I think it's become well. That of course that's always been going on, but I mean, just the keyboard cats and warriors, those people, those asshats, wouldn't have anything to do. They'd just be stuck in their mom's basement. I don't know, playing pong. I don't know what they'd be doing. So, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind going back, even just for one day, going back to a world without internet, cell phones, any of that tech. Just going back to the old school days. I guarantee this time of the year, my neighbors and I would probably throw like a block party or something. What's up, Huga? How are you? Good to see you. Always good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. But like I said, the weather's getting warmer, so and I've got a freezer full of meat, so maybe in the upcoming weeks I will do a grilling stream again. It's been a while since I've done that. I think that's been at least a month. So it's time for me to start getting back out there and doing some grilling streams, maybe even some grilling videos. I miss doing the videos. I miss those editing. I always had fun with those. But I need to get my action camera's remote reconnected to the action camera. I don't know what happened. It just stopped working. A fact you just discovered. All the way back before electricity. That's even more fun. Not this time of the year. not with it being in the upper 80s here, Fahrenheit. No, thank you. What's up, Axe? You want to come up and converse about this? You always bring great ideas to the thought-provoking shows. Hopefully, I hope you're doing well, Mr. Axe. First ever website is still running. Oh, I bet. Isn't it just like a blank screen and all it says is hello or something like that? I forgot what the first website was. Hey, Carla. There it is. Let's check this out real quick. Wow. Browse the first website. Wow. What's out there? Help. Software. That's funny. World Wide Web, and it gives a definition. That's awesome. That's cray. Yeah. All right. Let's go back here. Go over here. Sure. Getting my nails done, but I will watch. Okay, Carla. Get your nails did. You good? That's crazy. Yeah, I just clicked on that link that Gamer dropped, and that's some interesting shit right there. That takes you way back. That's funny. Looks like the website I created in graduate school, just basic and hyperlinks, and that's about it. Not good at creating websites, that's for sure. I can read code, but that's about all I can do with that. So, yeah. Yeah, that's true, JB. And that's one of my points. One of my thoughts is we're bombarded with information, and it it gets it gets hard sometimes with the amount of information that's thrown in our face constantly, day in and day out. Facebook, but yeah, it's just crazy how information travels, how quick it travels, and all that. Mm. Not sure what Joey's doing. Surprised he's not up here putting in his, his 2 cents. I think he might be working. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, the amount of just information is the big one to me, and who knows? Without the internet, would our main uh, mode or main source of information still be newspapers or local news? I mean, cable was around before the internet, so we had the CNNs, Fox News, and all of that. Running around with his head cut off, right? So, I don't know. I kind of miss the days of newspaper. I used to get excited running out and grabbing the newspaper for my mom, slapping it on the kitchen table. Boom. I am working until 4:30 Eastern. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's a while still. Damn. That stinks, man. But hey, someone's got to work. Yeah, I do too. And that's like Franco and I were talking last night about like the good old days. We grew up in the same neighborhood, so we're talking about all the shit we would do. We didn't know each other growing up, but we did pretty much the same crap. Go out and ride our bikes and take them off some sweet jumps. Ah, sweet jump. And we used to have like dirt mounds, and we'd just take our bikes up and down those. I miss it. Got to do 20 hours of OT this month, getting half the time knocked out today. That's cool. That sucks that you have to do mandatory overtime. Ugh. That really sucks, man. I'm sorry. I mean, I could work overtime if I want to. I don't want to. I mean, the things I need to get done daily, I can get done daily without having to work overtime. Not with my knees, Joey. Hey, Last Beer, what's up? Cheers to a rainy Saturday. Only mid-50s here. Damn, dude, that sucks. That really sucks. But heck it. I've been going for 22 minutes. No one's come up. I'll drop the link, but this isn't a hangout stream. This is a stream to talk about what if the internet did not exist. How would history in the last 30 years play out? The pay is amazing, but I would rather be getting high. Well, we can do that in about 2.5 hours, Joey. So there you go. Nothing says your last 10 minutes you can't spark up. Come on now. Excuse me. So yeah, if you want to come up and talk about a world without the internet, I'd like you to have some experience before the internet. That'd be nice. Funny thing is that anyone who has joined my Friday show has said, I wish I could go back to no internet days. It's because it's your show. I'm just messing. We got Fulton in the basement. All right, Fulton, we're talking about what if we didn't have the internet. This isn't a hangout stream, man. If you're just here to hang out, man, that's not what we're doing today. We'll bring you up and see. Hello.
Hey, Chadeo, how you doing?
Doing well. So, how do you see the world without the internet? What do you envision it? Because I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know if you remember
I
a world
could,
without it.
I could read a book without the internet.
There you go. Yep. I still read. You still can read a book without the internet, man. I've got plenty. I've got books all over the place. So, yeah. I mean, you still can read a book. Like Joey said, I can still go out and ride a bike and just. I know, no funny cat. Well, if you have one of those big old, camcorders, you could record cat videos and show to your friends. But you won't be able to post them on the internet. That's for sure. And no funny cat videos coming from my house right now. Lucy and Bailey are mopey.
So sleeping.
Yeah. Hold on, you're cracking up pretty bad.
That's Are they sleeping, Chadeo?
What's that?
Are your cats sleeping?
Oh yeah, they're sleeping. That's right, Joey. I forgot. That was the original YouTube, wasn't it? America's Funniest Home Videos with Bob Saget. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about that. That's funny. Yeah. Mm. Oh yeah. What's up, J Rock? I dropped the link above if you want to come up and talk about how the world was before the internet, man. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Good to see you here. Oh my God, not Bob Saget again. No. There you go, gamer. What's up, Steve? How are you? Without the internet, I'd have to talk to the missus. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They'd have to talk to the missus. There you go, gamer. Well, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I think the last 2 years would have been a hell of a lot less stressful with not getting bombarded with, information about COVID. FBO, how are you, buddy? I know it's been a while. I dropped the link if you want to scroll up and come up and talk about a world without the internet.
Something else about the world for the internet
Right.
that you can play some games like board games.
Yep. You can still play board games with the internet. I played some board games with my dad and stepmom a couple weeks ago. That was fun. We played a game of Sorry. I haven't played that in I don't know, since I was a little kid. It was fun.
Yeah, I haven't played that for a long, long time.
That's true, last year, but there was the white pages and the yellow pages, so you'll be able to find stuff. I'm good. Can't stay long. Crazy busy. No, you are good, FBO. It was great to see you. Thank you for coming by. Last year, you should come up here and. I know you remember the world without the internet because you're like 65. So yeah, come on up, last beer.
My mom said, Uno, excuse
Who
me.
knows? Yep, that's a good one. You wouldn't know about that is true, last beer. That is true. So if you want to come up, Josh, come up. Hold on real quick. I gotta respond to something.
You guys do anything for Mother's Day tomorrow, Chadeo?
What's that?
You guys do anything for Mother's Day tomorrow?
I'm going to my mom's house to grill.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Should be fun. Gotta head to the bottle shop soon. Well, that can wait. Without the internet, we couldn't watch Chadeo debate about their not being an intervener. There you go. What's up, John? You want to come up and talk about the world without the internet, man? Come on up. With no internet, we would know each other. We would know each other. I just have to fly to Chicago and randomly run into you. But no, we wouldn't know each other. I know what you meant. You wouldn't know about the beer bowl. Hey, Josh, you wouldn't be with your girl without the internet. Remember that one? Our last beer, sorry. You met her through the interwebs. Yeah.
Just exhausting from Thursday, Chadeo.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
am.
Oh,
Because when I was, oh, hey, Axe.
What's going on,
hey.
gentlemen?
Axe remembers the world without internet.
It's a long
I mean,
time ago.
Canada just got it about 2 years ago. So
Yeah, we just got high speed. We were still stopping everybody from picking up the phone line 6 months ago.
right? Oh God, that was the worst. Oh, that was the worst.
That was the worst for siblings. I think nothing broke up siblings apart. Like we were better off beating the crap out of each other than leaving the internet in the hands of siblings.
Yeah.
You know, you ticked off your brother, your sister. It was just like, oh, I see your page is almost loaded. No.
You're right. Oh, your song's almost downloaded?
Oh,
3 hours downloading it? Yeah. Pick up the phone. Oh my gosh.
Nap,
Yeah. But
Napster's been running all night long, and my 3 songs are almost done.
Oh yeah. I would
Jeez,
sock
I
my
just
I would
got
sock
the
my
email
sister.
from-
Oh
I
my.
would sock my sister so hard for that. I'd get so pissed.
Yeah, the internet was an interesting thing. It has been around a long time. Like
Publicly since '93. Yeah.
before that, it's been around before that.
Well, privately, but publicly, it became public in '93. I looked at April 30th.
Yeah, I know. Like it came out with the World Wide Web in '93, but we all remember Weird Science, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that was. I actually had
That's true.
I had a
Yeah.
Commodore 64 that you could actually hook
Mm-hmm.
up to internet, and you couldn't do anything. You know, there was nothing you could do, but you could be like, "Ooh, I'm hooked up."
Like war games.
Yeah,
Remember that? Yeah, I'd put
Yeah.
the phone on the modem or whatever.
but that's what it was. The internet is a military thing, and you
Yep.
got to realize that everything that's militarized is
Mhm.
released to the public as a military experiment. We're still being experimented on by the military. It's still military. We don't get our information unless they tell us we can have that information.
Yep.
And not only the information that they give us might not be necessarily true. So yeah, we have all this information, but we also have 90% of it is misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know.
you know, the military plays games with us. They invented the word conspiracy theory. Remember all this stuff. Don't let that stuff pass by you. Even the TVs. Military invented television, and this is 100% true. This is 100% true. Remember the old tube TVs and how they would make a humming sound even after you turned it off?
Yeah, I have one in my bedroom still.
Okay. Well, that hums at a specific frequency, and that frequency is patented by the U.S. military.
That's crazy.
So even the sounds that the TV emitted and everything has a purpose. Everything has a purpose.
Yep.
So even today, even with the internet today, you know, I think the only good thing we got out of the internet is when it did come out in '93. It was a huge communications barrier that was knocked down.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's where the information was coming from. So no longer it was, you know, because back in the day it was, the keyboard warriors were huge back in the day with MIRC and all the chatting programs, because that's pretty much all you could do back in '93 was just chat, right?
Yep.
Remember you had those big programs you could pull up, and you sat there and you typed out whatever you wanted, you know. Remember, you know, the axe slaps Chadeo with a large rainbow trout.
Yeah.
Those
or ASL, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
ASL.
Yeah. So remember StarCraft was huge, those games back in the day. Very very typing, everything was communicated through chat.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yahoo chat room for Carla. Mine was AIM. I used AIM a lot.
But you know, I think also the internet kind of ruined us as people, because you think how much creativity and thought we put into a conversation.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, if you didn't know who was in a movie, you'd sit there for hours going, no, it was Robert De Niro. No, it was that other little guy. What was that other Bob Hoskin guy? No, it wasn't. You sit there for hours debating who was in that movie or what this was about. And now you get the people who are, the pompous history nerds or whatever that think they know, the know-it-alls that just come in and go, Siri, who was in that movie?
Yeah.
And then
I still type
away.
up. I don't even
Like,
ask Google. I just type it up.
You didn't even people don't even use their brain anymore. We've got, like, you see the progression of laziness that we've gone past from, having good conversations to just, we got the internet now. We don't need encyclopedias. Remember, everybody had that big shelf that was reinforced. It was huge because it had to hold 2,000 pounds and $2,000 worth of encyclopedias.
Right.
And you were always missing the M. And you never did a book study or a report with anything. That letter.
Yeah, later I found out that's how my mom kept her closet door open in her bedroom, was the M book as a doorstop. I'm like, Mom, come on.
Yeah, but remember, like, information stayed the same when we were and we have to realize that majority of the stuff that we were taught when we were kids has changed, because we only had encyclopedias. So whenever there was a new edition printed, then you got the new information. But other than that, the information you had was the information you got. Like, everything we learned about dinosaurs when we were kids is 100% fake. What they're teaching kids now about dinosaurs is completely different. They're teaching them that they're all birds and they didn't eat meat and all. Remember that everything we learned was completely different. Completely different, because our information got updated every 30 years in the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yep.
Now everything gets updated on the internet on a daily basis, so nobody knows what to believe. Nobody knows where to go to get any information, and you can't even be, it changes on a daily basis.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's insane how fast it changes now. Pluto's a planet. No, it's not a planet. Yes, it is a planet. What the frick? Make up your mind.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
we were even taught the maps were different back when I was a kid. Like, because, everything was propaganda, and everything that was printed was propaganda. So when we looked at the map of the world, we seen United States was huge, Canada was huge, Australia was the smallest country on the planet, and it was tiny. It was down at the bottom that nobody really cared about. Everything else was, kind of small and put into perspective. And now you see the map and you're like, that's not even what I remember it.
Yeah, well, Iceland or Greenland is still skewed on a map. If you actually see it, it's massive, man.
Yeah,
Iceland's freaking huge, but in the maps it's still tiny. You're like, what? No.
Yep.
Antarctica takes up the whole bottom of the map. You're like, that's not true.
That's right. And is it flat? Is it round? Who knows?
Yeah. That's a conversation we could have next time.
We should.
Is the world flat? Is it round? Yeah.
I can take a lot of people to task on that. I'm not a round earther, and I'm not a flat earther. I'm a person that doesn't have a spaceship yet.
Yep. That is true.
I can't believe NASA. You can't believe anything else, so who are you going to believe, right?
Exactly.
So many people put their thought into stuff like that, and I go, you know what? If my best friend lies to me, I have a hard time believing in him. If a major government organization majorly lies to me, I'm never believing them ever again.
Exactly.
But, you'll be like, yeah, we'll listen to them over and over again.
Right. Hey, Nikki, let me send you a link.
So yeah, thanks for sending me the email.
Yeah, man. Thanks for sending me your song. It was really good. I liked it. Man, they did a good job recording that.
Yeah, we finally got it recorded. So hopefully it was in the future.
Yeah, no, it was really good. It was inspiring. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
You're right,
and the Bible book for that, and
keep rocking it, brother. Keep rocking it.
Yeah, I felt like I was in a time machine at my dad's house in my bathroom, because he has an atlas from 2017. I was like, I didn't know they still were even printing these in 2017. I lifted up, and then I found a Playboy underneath it from 1995. I'm like, what the frick, Dad?
Hey, even that. Look at the changes. What the internet's done.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of look at the internet, and it's got to be a tool. It's got to be used very precisely, or else you can get lost in disinformation. You can get lost in so many bad things that can take, before, it was like, oh, I found Dad's Playboy under his bed, or I found, I found a nudie magazine, or back in the day, remember the Sears catalog before they started CGIing out the nipple and you could see it through the bra.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, am I the only one that did that?
Now it's Dad found my browser history.
Yeah. you to see a nipple as a kid, you had to work for that crap.
Mm-hmm.
You had to work. It wasn't an uncommon thing for a kid to hit 13, 14 years old and still never see a nipple.
I know. JV, that's funny. Hey, Nikki, I sent you a link if you want to pop up.
Now you push the wrong letter on something and you're like, whoa, what am I? Whoa,
Yeah.
Does that exist? Can a human do that?
Yeah. Back to CGI.
That can't even be legal.
Right? Yeah, it's just crazy. I don't know. I was talking about this with Franco last night, and we started talking about, like, you think, how would they have handled COVID before if there was no internet? Because we were just being blasted for the last 2 years about it.
They would have done it the same way we did SARS.
Yeah,
we would have had a huge concert and had the greatest time of our life. Would have been the biggest concert ever thrown, and we would have thrown it in downtown Toronto. I'm sure like AC/DC would have been there. I'm sure like a lot of the major bands would be there. I'm sure thousands and thousands of people would gather together, close knit, and we'd get along just great. Nobody would get hurt. Everybody would be fantastic and leave there happy, healthy, and go home.
Right.
That's what we would do, and we'd move on with our lives.
Yep.
What do we do today? We hid and we cowered in our house. Why? Because of the internet.
Yep. Yeah.
If everybody turned the internet off, nobody would be freaking out. Nobody would be scared. Nobody would be worried. They wouldn't be throwing these John Hoskin, Popspin, bibbly, bubbly numbers in your face and saying, you're all going to die.
I mean, that's why I step away just like a couple times a week and just hang outside with the neighbors, have a couple beers out there. Last night we grilled, we had burgers over at Franco's. It was awesome. I'm like, and that's where the conversation started. I'm like, man, this is like the good old days. Like, I left my phone at home and I went over there and just kind of just hung out and basically detach myself from the internet for a few hours, and it's recharging. It's great. I recommend it every once in a while. Do that.
We even have to get to the chemical level too of a human being. How different are we now because we have internet?
Mm-hmm.
Think of us back in the day. Think of even the chemical changes that we have. Wi-Fi. What's Wi-Fi doing to our brains? Are we dumber now because of it? What about the lack of vitamin D that we get now? Because why go outside and play sports when I can play sports on PlayStation 5?
Mm-hmm.
It's just as real and better, and my legs don't hurt.
Well, that's part of the fun. Your legs
hurt.
That's funny. You brought sports, and I thought of soccer, and my neighbor's son is playing. I think this is his second to last game before he goes off to college and plays. So. When he graduates high school.
Coming up to.
Yeah, there's a lot of health benefits just from being outside and getting away from that stuff, like just the vitamin D alone. You think about not being out in the sun, not getting your vitamin D. No wonder depression's through the roof, like certain places of the world where they don't get vitamin D, or certain times of the year where it's you can look at the numbers. You look at the numbers. The statistics don't lie.
I mean, hell, I'm about to order a beer off the internet, so it'll be here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
it's crazy how I can do this. Yeah, $8. It's not cheap, but it's a good beer. See, and it's done. I claimed it. It's that easy. 10 seconds, you can order a beer. It's insane.
Yeah. Back in the day when the internet if somebody's on the phone all day, it's like, what did you do? You jumped on your bike and you drove to your buddy's house and seen if they're home.
Mm-hmm.
Can Jimmy come out? Can Jimmy come out and play? No, he's busy doing his homework. Okay, I'll go over to my other buddy. Hey, Mr. Fulton, are you able to come out and play? No, he's grounded.
Right? Oh, those were the good old days, man.
No, he hit his sister, so he's grounded for the weekend. Oh, okay. Nowadays, it's funny because back in the day, you'd see kids outside poking the ground with the sticks, kicking rocks, cans, and that was normal.
Yep.
You see a kid out in the street now by himself, poking the ground with a stick or kicking a rock and a can, you assume there's something mental going on inside that kid's head.
Well,
right?
Yeah.
You're like, what's wrong
out
with
the
that
back
kid?
because kids are always playing.
Kid's just hanging out by himself, kicking a rock outside. His internet must be down.
Yep. The kids play outside here all the time. I love it. Franco hates it. I'm like, dude, we did the same shit as kids. At least they're outside getting some air and just not sitting in front of a TV or sitting on the internet.
Oh yeah, and the older people, they were able to tolerate things more. If we brought a drum set home, it was like, all right. If we were out bouncing a basketball outside, all right. Nowadays, you go bounce a basketball outside, you've got your elderly neighbor running out with like a hatchet ready to kill you.
You right? I know.
Not bouncing that ball. I can't
neighborhood basketball hoop is right out there. Like, I just wait for them to play. I'm like, I wanted to record, but I know my mic's picking that up. So I'm just the guy. I'm like, I'll wait. Let them play their quick game of horse, and they'll move on. Digital detox. Here, no phone, internet, etc. Get out in nature really helps. Yeah, I plan on going camping a few times this year.
It gets bad. Like I've had days I had to step away from my cell phone. I said I don't want a new phone. My phone is the iPhone 6S, and this is from 2013.
Yep.
And it won't update anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I can't use anything new on it. Whatever's there is there.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't want a new phone. I don't want it.
I was with my old Galaxy S5. My mom's finally like, she had an S4, and she's like, I have to upgrade. This thing is just, it can't hold a charge anymore. So we upgraded. I told her, I said, next time you're ready for a phone upgrade, let me know. I'll just buy it for you on eBay. That way we can keep our current contract because we have unlimited data. They don't do that shit anymore. So I'm like, no, we're not losing that. Yeah. I'll pull your SIM card and throw it in there and help you kind of transfer everything.
Yeah, I just took a step back. I was like, I don't, it got to the point where it's like if I was driving to work, so my work was 20-minute drive. If I got to work and I forgot my phone, I turned around and drove 20 minutes back, and I broke the speed limit, did everything I could to get my phone and go back to work. It was not happening.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's a problem. That's not good.
Yeah, Alex Lee, if you guys want to come up and hang out and talk no internet, we could. Come on up, Alex. Alex, I think it'd be fun to talk about this. Lee, you could bring some good input too. If you guys want to come up, come on up. Tappers, if you want to come up, I dropped you the link because I forgot I dropped the link in the chat.
Yeah.
But it's just.
And then we think the disinformation that we're still getting too, right? Like it's still like you open up TikTok and you're all like, you see the videos on there, but then you see the filters that they allow, and you're just like, you don't know what's real and what's not real. Right. It's like before, it was like, you see somebody brought like a UFO video in. It was always on some grainy old like VHS that it was just a little black dot in the sky or whatever. And now you're like, we have high definition cameras, finally, stabilization. But now what do? They introduce filters and all these things and Photoshop and all this stuff. So you get the high definition video and you're like, that's a UFO. And it's like, nah, it's just a filter, man.
Right. I know.
You don't even know what's real and what's not. So we're right back at square one. It's not like the information that we're getting, we don't know if it's real or not. Like even all these wars and battles and stuff that are going on, are they real? Or are they set up for a
camera? All that footage we're getting from Ukraine when this first started with Russia, and then it was just like 90% of it was like, no, that was not Ukraine. That was like a footage from an air show of a MiG, low pass. It's like
exactly. Like in these, you got to realize, especially in Ukraine, like China, they have they have ghost cities.
Yep.
Complete cities built with nobody in them. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these cities are set up so that if anything does happen, they can just move from one city and go to the other, and they're all good. But a lot of these places are used because they really enjoy filmmaking. Mm-hmm. They love movies. Yep. And you don't realize is that Zelensky is over in Ukraine. He's like the Tom Cruise of Ukraine.
Oh, yeah.
He's an actor, a huge actor. He even won the Dancing with the Stars Ukraine version over there.
Oh, nice.
Like he's a straight up actor, comedian. Like he played his last role, he played the president in a show, kind of like House of Cards type show. So he knows what he's doing, you know. It's not...
Hello, Chadeo.
Hey, it's Lee.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Not too bad.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
So, what if the internet didn't exist? How do you think the world would be right now?
We wouldn't be have a YouTube channel.
Well, yeah, that's the given. I was thinking about that earlier when I ran up to the store after I set this. I'm like,
yeah,
how we're presenting this? Wouldn't it be presented this way?
We wouldn't be able to.
It would be a PBS special.
That's right. We'd all have electric trains.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's true.
And that was huge too. Lee, you probably started your train collection way back before the internet.
Half of the trains I acquired are before the internet because I've got Triang that is original before Hornby in the UK. So,
yeah, back in the day, I knew a lot of guys that had huge train collections, and a lot of people had big collections and things like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big deal, you know. Now with the internet, it's like, yeah, I can downsize that to a game.
Yeah,
right.
You can. It's crazy. I do 00, but there's Engage. I hold my hands up to anyone that models Engage. It's a lot smaller, and with sausage fingers like I've got, you can't do Engage. No way.
I'm trying to think what Steve has. I know his a lot of his setup is from when he was a kid 50-ish years ago, 50 years ago.
I've got a friend.
He's got stuff from when he was a kid still, and it still works. I'm like, dude, that is absolutely
incredible. I've got the blue Pullman I had, what my granddad had, but I blew the engine up, and I can't get the other engine for it.
Well, I guess that's another advantage to the internet, right? It's like, remember back in the day, I knew guys that, built cars and stuff like that, and man, to find original parts or to find something else, it was hard. You had to become members of clubs through magazines. Yeah. Remember the magazine clubs that you had to be a part of to
get parts. I used to mess with cars and everything, and getting parts were sometimes were hard. Even some of them you had to go through a certain club to get that part for that car.
Yep. Now on Google search, and you can have it to your door the next day.
Yeah, right? You can. You can. I like that last video you put up, Chad guy.
The Pepsi?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. Those are really good.
They looked it.
Yeah. Nitro Pepsi, yeah. Shark is the one that told me about it. He did a video of it.
Oh, he's got Starburst airs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, they are nice.
Yeah, you're right, JV. Even the old, I watched the old, back in the day after like in the 60s and 50s and all that, after like the presidential speech, it would come on TV, they would play the national anthem. And they would show mountains and stuff as the anthem is being played, and they'd scroll the animation to the lyrics to the Star Spangled Banner at the bottom. Well, if you slowed it right down to a crawl, the scroll of the anthem would scroll behind it a different message, and it would say "Consume, obey, listen to your leaders, listen to the government," and it was the most creepiest thing I think I ever seen. And they did that all the time in movies and stuff. They'd hide subliminal messages in movies and things like that.
What was that?
So yeah, they got away with it more back then because people didn't have the ability to take that TV and slow it down and see what they're seeing, or people just didn't have the ability to be as nosy back then as they do now.
Yeah. Remember that Simpsons episode when they were the boy band and they were singing that song, and then, like, you flip it backwards, it was "Join the Navy."
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I think it's
That's the same damn thing. It's the same thing. It's like, geez, yeah.
I like watching The Simpsons. It's hilarious.
Or Paul is Dead. If you take your Beatles album, you play it backwards.
Yeah, Paul is dead. Yeah. Died.
My mom actually did that for me. I'm like, yeah, that's not creepy. It's actually, the fun fact is Paul's one of the last ones living. So
Yeah.
Is it, or is it Billy Shears?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the thing. And nobody would ever know, because at the end of the day,
no one would know.
Who cares? Who cares? Is Paul McCartney his real name? No. Is any actor that, or any celebrity, is that their real name? No. That's how they get away with that. It's like, that's how they can kill themselves or die or fake their death, and it's still legal because they just killed the character.
Yep.
The persona of the character died. The real person is just acting. They're off living somewhere else.
Yeah. It's like that one that faked the canoe. I don't know if you heard about it. We had someone, a woman, a husband and wife team. He faked his own death by a canoe going missing.
Huh.
And there was a series on the telly about it, and he didn't really die. It proves it in the series. He ended up. He faked it.
Oh wow. Yeah.
It's crazy.
People don't fake the deaths like they used to.
Yeah.
All right, Chadeo.
All right, Fulton. Thanks for coming by, man.
See you, Fulton.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
See you again,
brother.
Yep, there you go. There you go, JV.
After that work at the theater,
yeah,
a lot of people came.
Yeah, no, there's some crazy subliminal things out there that even like the mentalists and stuff do. If you start looking at like mentalists and how they work, man, that's some evil conversation right there. Yep. Who's that guy? I think his name's Brown. Can't remember his name. But he made, you can go and Google like Red BMX bike, and there's a whole show that he does. And he makes this guy want a red BMX bike. He didn't even want a red BMX bike, but he makes him want a red BMX bike. And behind him, he says, I got you a gift. Go open it up. And he opens up this box, and here it is, a red BMX bike. He goes, how did you know that I always wanted a red BMX bike as a kid? And it was just the subliminal things that he had in the room. He had the room set up, so he had a record player spinning. Record player was red. You know, he had a bunch of wheels on there. And when he spoke in spells. So if he says, oh, have you ever like wanted like a for Christmas like a BMW or an Xbox?
Yep.
Right? So he puts the letters together and just it gets into your mind and psychologically screws with you.
Yeah.
And this goes on all the time on TV, all the time. And that's how they get you to want things and do things that, you know, you're like, I didn't really want that, but I bought it anyway.
Has Lodestar moved into his new pad yet, you know?
Yeah, he has. I think he moved in last week.
So he'll be streaming from there soon.
Yeah. He did a stream from there the other day.
Did he?
Late at night our time, so early.
Oh, I did see it. I did flick onto it. I weren't sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When I noticed you were live, I thought, I had to look twice. I thought.
I know my lives aren't like
yours are just random
scheduled anymore. Yeah, they're random now that I started my new job. But they were there. I was going every Monday and every Friday, and now it's like I go live when I can.
I know it's nice to catch you live for a change.
I haven't been live in like weeks and weeks.
I know, man. Been missing the jams.
Yeah, no, it's been my hands been hurting quite a bit lately. I get weird flare ups. Like I don't know. some medical things where I kind of flare up here and there.
Yeah. The
So when I
last
can,
time
I play
I heard
guitar
you
and it
was
feels
on.
good. But when I flare up, my hands get like balloons. I can't even hang on to things.
I hate
That's
that.
not good.
Yeah.
Sucks.
So it's kind of nice if I can go on like a show, like, you know, even Samantha Lee's show. Those are great for me because I can go on there, play a song,
Yeah.
sit for a couple minutes, you know,
Yep.
enjoy other people's stuff, and then.
I like Samantha Lee's streams.
But you know, when I'm doing a live
she
stream,
does.
I do 3 hours of nonstop music, like nonstop, and I love it because if I can do it, I'll do it. I'll do it, no problem.
Oh yeah, I'm the same. I do a live stream on a Sunday, 5 o'clock UK time, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Building stuff for me layout. I've got a lot of people that are in the States that are usually up on my panel.
Yeah, I catch that every once in a while. I love it.
Yeah.
Don't know yet. All right. There you go. Yeah. World without the internet.
Yeah.
Take me back. Like I said earlier, I'm like, I just like to go back for one day because I know my neighbors and I would probably just have a huge like parking lot or, you know, back lawn potluck or something. You know, just get together and hang out and be fun.
Yeah, I know a lot. I've got. You do a lot of potlucks with get-togethers, don't you, in the States?
Oh yeah. We a big one's actually coming up. Neighbors, one of my neighbors' daughters graduating. I think she's getting her doctorate, so she's coming to town. And another neighbor's son is graduating high school, so they're going to do a big old combined party. Potluck. So it's going to be fun. Yeah, that's
And I watch. There's a couple of van life dwellers I watch in the US that live on land and.
Alex.
Alex.
What's up, man?
All right. So what if the internet did not exist? How do you picture the world?
I would picture the world more angrier than it is now.
More angrier? Wow.
But then maybe not angry if you don't know what the internet is.
Yeah, like we'd have no knowledge of what it was because the government
away. So come to really think about how to think for a second. Wait a minute. Would it be more angrier? No, because the internet wouldn't have existed back in the day if Steve Jobs or some other person didn't create Apple or any computer at all. I do believe that for sure. So maybe there wouldn't be any anger. I don't know. Probably not because there's no internet. So I don't know. What do you think, Legendary?
I guess it would be a big dividing line, you know, like if you never grew up with the internet, I think we'd be more peaceful. But
if we did, it would be more peaceful if we didn't have the internet.
If we lost internet today, it would be devastating. And I think we're going to be there. We're going to be there, and I don't think people realize just how close. Like even today, people don't realize what's going on right now. Like there is today, the sun released a major plasma blob. And it's heading right towards the Earth. The sun is in a 25-year solar cycle right now, and it is unstable as anything right now. It is shooting solar flares like you wouldn't believe towards the Earth. Like radio blackouts are going off. Like if your internet is sketchy, that means you're probably getting hit by solar winds. And you got to remember the Carrington event that happened. That was a major event. Telephone lines were like sparking and catching on fire. If that happened today, everything would be shut down.
Yeah.
And that could happen. That could very well happen right now, right today. And people are so oblivious to it. If we lost that today, everybody thinks, well, what would we do? Well, I just Google on how to farm, right? No, if you don't have a book on farming, you don't know how to plant crops. So if you're not using it for good today and filling your brain, and the major hard drive, you know, everybody's emptied out this hard drive and they put it on this hard drive. But once this is gone and you got nothing up here, you can't survive.
No,
you choose your brain. Is this your brain or is this your brain? That's your choice, right? If you're going to use it for good or evil, because it's going to go out. It will. It's not an if, it's a when, and it's going to happen. And kids you're going to hear the moans of millions of kids crying.
Oh yeah.
Remember when the power went out when we were kids? It was exciting. It was like, oh, the power. Remember when it came back on? We were asking mom and dad to turn the lights back out because it was exciting. Now, man, the power goes out. Kids are crying like anything. It's insane.
Oh, I enjoy it. I'm like, oh, good, I get a little break.
Kids are like 20 minutes in. Going,
oh God, Joey, I give in with you, Joey. Why have a go at me again?
Are you saying if it happened, if the power went out now, are you saying it will never come back on again?
No, you can't say it would never come, but you don't know how long.
Yeah.
Because if you think we've been through this state many, many times, if you think that our technology is just getting where it is now for the first time, don't think that way. We've been here many, many times before. If you look at pictures from the 1900s and see the inventions and stuff they were using back then, it would blow your mind at the technology they have.
Back in a minute.
There's always been an event that's happened and killed technology, and we always have to start from the beginning. Always. And here we are again, and we're peaking, and you can see the events, right? It's like seasons. If our life expectancy was only a couple months, and you only got to experience, and if you were born in the winter and you died in the winter and you never seen summer wouldn't exist for you. No. Let's say summer came along and Chadeo was born, winter wouldn't exist for him. Right? So just because it doesn't exist for you doesn't mean winter's not coming.
Right.
Season's still going to go around.
No matter if you're alive or dead or not.
That's right. So we look at the extinction season. We see, well, the dinosaurs went extinct. Other things go extinct. And these are seasons and cycles that the Earth and the solar system has constantly been going through since the beginning of time. We're not going through just global warming. The entire solar system, that's what people don't think about, is going through global warming. Not just us. Every planet is too. So everything's getting thrown out of whack.
Well, I hope we can survive, but we'll see what happens in the next year or so or more.
Yep.
We'll go
right. You never know.
By the way, you're the guy that does the music, aren't you? Because I recognize you. I recognize your face. You're the one that does the Chadeo music. You do it.
Yes, he is.
Yes, I am the face behind the Chadeo.
you do a great job. You and your, I guess, girlfriend or wife, because I see a girl next to you too.
Yeah, she's usually here. Nacho, she's usually beside me, keeping me alive.
I kind of really like your music. I really, really love it. Especially,
thanks, Alex.
Please keep up the good work.
This
is the first time I met you, actually, but I met you through Chadeo's music.
Oh, cool.
Through the
Most
music.
people are shaking their fists. That's the Chadeo guy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I was like literally looking at you, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. Thinking back what I saw on the Chadeo thing, I'm like, wait a minute, that is definitely him.
Oh, every once in a while, obviously, he does that every once in a while.
There you go. There you go. You are the guy.
Yes, he is.
Damn.
But it's funny when you're like sitting on a stream and just someone randomly starts humming it or singing. I'm like, yeah, that's
Thank you.
Good.
I finally got the real person I've been looking for. Finally.
Yeah. Thanks. Now there's 20 people in the chat looking for me too.
Yeah.
I can't pee in the middle of the night without humming that song. I'm coming to get you.
Coming after.
I'm sorry, I have a good memory. I can't help it. Nice meeting you, though. By the way, bud. So, what's your name?
My name?
Yes.
It's a little provoking, isn't it?
It's Axe. We call him Axe.
No, seriously. My name's Alex, obviously, and I just,
Yeah, you can just call me Axe. I forget my real name.
Axe. Okay.
Don't we all?
Anybody that knows me that goes on my Facebook or PayPal or does anything like that, they know. I don't care. My real name's Jeff, if anybody wants to know, but that's boring.
I like the nickname Axe. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you get on there, most people start calling you that. You're like, it's.
People call me Chadeo now. It's weird, except for work. If they start calling me that at work, I probably shut down my channel. Like, hey, no more Chadeo.
Like even that when Nacho leaves work, that's what they call her when she's leaving. They're like, "Bye, Nacho."
For your kids, that's funny.
My kids, my wife, everybody when she leaves work, and it's just like, no.
Oh yeah.
Like if somebody says my real name, I wouldn't turn because it's like it's probably tons of those out there, right? So it's like, hey, Axe is like, what's up?
Yeah.
But yeah, Chadeo, thanks for bringing him on because
Oh yeah.
I'm really happy to meet him.
Oh yeah, of course. He always brings very provocative things to the conversations on these. I love it.
Yeah,
every time I do like a thought provoking show, I'm like, I got to get Axe up here, man. He always brings up great thoughts.
So, Axe, I'm curious. Do you think that the world will end?
The world?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But do you think it'll end on our lifetime?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I think this summer,
make or break.
People need to get their stuff right because we're seeing things now. Like forget anything religious, forget anything spiritual, forget any, whatever else you want to think about. The world is shaking. Like we're the scientists you're going to start hearing words that never existed because they don't have words for things like mega tsunami, mega storm, super tornadoes.
I've heard of that.
Storms.
Yeah.
And these words never existed before. When a hurricane hit, it would come up and it might hit like New Orleans and do a bunch of disaster. It might take out a town. Now, when a tsunami or an earthquake or whatever hurricane hits, it's taking out the whole East Coast.
Yep.
You know what I mean? These things are massive. They're huge right now. If you go look at the temperatures across the world, just right now, they're breaking records on a level that's beyond even thinking about. Volcanism is up so much. We have not seen so many volcanoes blowing off. And a lot of people don't realize, a lot of scientists nerds out there and astronomy nerds, they know that we have the biggest volcano in our solar system is right here on planet Earth.
Yellowstone.
Right, no, it's not Yellowstone. Yellowstone is nothing.
Okay.
We have 7 major volcanoes, that dwarf Yellowstone.
I was about to say Yellowstone goes off. I'm pretty quickly.
I'm hoping that the world. I'm hoping I don't see the world ending because that would be scary for us. And
it depends what your mindset is and what you're thinking about. I don't care. I look at that and I would sit there and watch an asteroid come and go, cool. And I wouldn't affect, but there's a lot of people that would be scared for sure.
I would probably grab a joint and go, all right, well, might as well.
Do you like the Simpsons?
My point is,
chairs on the roof.
But my point is, the end of the world, does that mean we're going to die, or does that mean the end of the world, meaning it does?
Yeah, well, here's the difference. Well, that's what your perspective wants to sit on. We could, the end of the world has happened many, many times, but humanity's always found a way to squeeze through, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Just like any life, sure, there's going to be life. It's just going to be a kind of a restart, a reset for a lot of things. Technology is going to be buried. Like they found a lot of buildings and stuff buried under buildings. So if you go through like New York City and a lot of major cities, you'll find the same building underneath the building. And that the world actually vibrates, and it can get vibrating at a certain frequency where it turns rock into liquid sand, and everything just sinks down. And that's why they're digging up artifacts now where you're seeing Apple or computers buried hundreds of miles in the rock, or they're pulling out Nokia cell phones from the middle of the rock and stuff like that. And they're like Swiss watches and stuff. It's because it's constantly been recycled. Yep. Everything goes down, rebuild on top. Goes down.
Wait a minute, you're saying thousands of years ago there was actually cars and Nissan Altimas?
100%.
Where's the Nissan Altimas from thousands of years ago? You better help me find them.
If you want, you just go and you can Google right now. You can look at a picture that they've excavated Nokia cell phones. There's a Swiss watch. It says Swiss right on it. It's a watch, and it's being represented as Aztec jewelry or whatever from that.
What year was it though?
You'd never be able to. You could probably look into it and find out, but
wow.
You
That's
know,
crazy.
a lot of new information is going to start coming in. People's minds are going to be blown. A lot of stuff people don't know, and it's in your face. And it's not like I'm saying this is a conspiracy, because it's not. These are things that are written down and are provable things. Like chemtrails. Years ago, everybody was like, "Oh, chemtrail, that's just a conspiracy theory." Well, it's not. If you go and read like Harvard documents, they say it right there. But the average person only reads the newspaper, National Enquiry, and headlines. They're not going to go to Harvard or MIT and read some paper on it. You know what I mean?
This guy does, but I'm not normal.
Yeah.
I do that for a living. I mean,
well, Axe, I thank you for letting me talk to you about that, because I'm just curious, but I hope the world does not end.
Me too. Me too. Hopefully we got lots of time left, but you have to keep realizing that we've been saying the world's got 25, 50 years tops. We say that all the time.
Right.
We always say, "Oh, we won't see that for another 20 years." And we keep saying that. Well, 20 years has passed multiple times over.
True that.
You know, we've been saying it multiple times over. Oh, we got 20 years. We got 20 years went by like that, my friend. 20 years. You think about 20 years ago, it doesn't seem that long ago.
No, it doesn't.
I was graduating high school 20 years ago.
Quick. Yep. And they already said this Umaluma Uba Pupa big thing that's coming in 2029. They say that's going to destroy half the planet anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
They said 2012 was the end.
And then they say 2029, this thing is going to do something. It's going to mess things up.
So the world's not going to end until 2029 then?
That's what scientists are telling you. But at the end of the day, if that thing was coming tomorrow, they would still tell you 2029. They wouldn't tell you it's coming tomorrow, because the whole idea is that, yes, some humans might live, but they want to make sure that the ones that do live, and when they come out of their bunkers, they're still in power. So they want to make sure that you're controlled, and that when they come out, they still come out on top. They're the ones that everybody's going to look to. They're the ones everyone's going to say, you're going to have to follow our government, our rule, and they want to keep things still moving, right?
We have a massive bunker here. We have Cheyenne Mountain, which is near Colorado Springs. That's a huge bunker. There's one not too far from D.C., I think in I want to say Virginia.
I don't have a bunker, so I don't know how I'm going to survive. I want to live.
I'm just going to roll with it.
I don't have a choice. $10 million in the bank. You ain't getting in.
Yeah, I'm just going to go, well, I did what I did here. I guess that's it. Time's up.
Yeah.
That's all your time's up. Your time's up.
Exactly.
Yep.
I think we'll be okay. I think we'll live for many more years. I have faith.
It's a good hope, I hope so too. But I watch the earthquake. Like I'm a kind of a geologist nerd, a space nerd, and like the earthquakes are ridiculous now. I've watched just in the last year the upticks in earthquakes. The earth is like cracking, and we used to sit there at earthquakes of averaging 2.3.
Wow!
Right now, you go look at the earthquake map, and you can see the whole earth is just cracking. The lowest earthquake we're reading now is like 4. And it's I have the earthquake map open all the time. Like I check it probably 5 times a day.
So eventually I'm going to see a sinkhole happen right in my room here.
Florida's sinking. If you're in Florida, you're seeing sinkholes opening up all over the place. They say in 2 years. Okay, so you've probably seen the military map of 2 years in advance. So AI has gotten so good that it can predict. Its prediction is like 99%. And so the prediction map now is Florida will be completely buried underwater.
Wow.
Yeah, like there's the whole, like from Great Lakes, the U.S. is going to be divided with one great big giant lake. It's dividing it. There'll be a little section over here, but Florida will be gone. But also at the other end, there'll be a lot of land that's opening up. That's buried under the sea too. So as land covers, land will be opening up too. So it's
what about New Jersey?
Buried, you're low. I'd have
anything on a
coastline property here in Colorado. I'm a mile up, so I'd be beachfront property.
Probably. And we can prove this too. If you go and follow the money. Okay, if you want to be able to prove this, the best way to prove is follow the money. Any big company, any rich person that's building mega factories or anything like that, they're all moving off the coast And the first people they hire is geologists to test the ground, test the structure of the ground, so that way when they put their new facilities in, that it's going to be there. Follow,
a lot of them are moving
Tesla,
here.
all these places, they're all moving. Texas, Kansas, right up the middle where the ground
Colorado,
is
because
secure.
they're elevated.
Oh, so we will be moving out of New Jersey. Then I'll probably be moving out of the state.
Oh, more than likely, California will be like we used to joke about having waterfront property in Arizona.
Wow,
that's going to happen. It will.
That Tool song refers to Arizona Bay.
Yeah, and they say 2 years. 2 years, this is going to start happening. And right now, we're seeing things that are just in like look at the droughts that are happening right now. Arizona's cutting off their water, so everybody in Arizona is going to have to drink bottled water from now on because the water's gone so low. Nevada,
our water here,
they're crying. Yeah, they're crying because the water's gone, and it's
our water
just
here
drought.
is screwed because we sold it to other states, and even though we're in the mountains, so we get that snow melt year after year. It's like, yeah, but we really don't own much of it anymore because our state government's selling it off to Arizona and Utah, and I'm like, that's our water. Stop.
Yeah, and then look at the other side of the country; they're being flooded. It's being absolutely flooded. And then what's going to happen when that drought? And first, what's happening now over in the West Coast is because of the drought and the dry and the heat. You're getting wildfires like crazy, so everything's burning up over there. So what are you going to do then? So it's going to be drier than a popcorn fart. And then what are you going to do when the rains do start coming in? The ground's so dry. Once it gets saturated with so much water, the ground's just going to go away. It's going to just fall apart.
I mean, you said fire. This was outside of Santa Fe when I was flying back to Florida. That was that's a wildfire we flew over in Santa Fe. It doesn't look like much, but dude, it was massive.
Yeah. It looks it. When you have wildfires over there, though, you don't half get them now, don't you?
You can see the flames. How many flame spots there are? It was nuts. I can't believe we actually flew right over it. And I'm surprised they allowed the plane to go over it because I don't know what it could do to the engine. Granted, we're at 34,000 feet, but still, I'm like, I was kind of uncomfortable looking out my window at it. I'm like,
My heart goes towards people that aren't thinking about this because come summertime, this summertime is going to be so harsh because you don't realize it. Even thinking back on when we were kids. Okay, think about March time when we were kids. That was the March and April as a kid. I remember was the filthiest time of the year. It was nice outside, but you couldn't go outside because there were so many puddles. It was mucky. You had to have your rubber duckies on. You had to have your winter boots. You had to have
your rain boots.
Yeah. Now you go outside, the puddles dry up in an hour.
Yep.
You go throw a bucket of water outside, the sun hits it, it's gone in an hour. Food is going to be hard to grow. It's going to be a very, very hard thing to come by because of and the last 18 years. What's happened is there's the UV rays that's been hitting the earth is just outrageous, and that's the blue light. UV is the blue wavelength in the light from the sun. It used to get stopped at the atmosphere, okay, right at the atmosphere. Now the blue light, the UV and the UAC, it's now coming right through the atmosphere, and it's not only hitting the dirt and why it's making it so hard to get nutrients and stuff into our food. The UV is actually penetrating 18 inches into our soil now, which is frying the soil and frying the nutrients out of the ground. So that way everybody's a lot of magnesium deficient, they're iodine deficient, they're all this deficiencies going around because it's just not in the soil anymore. I went out and raked my little garden outside and it was beautiful soil. It was dark, rich. 5 minutes, it was gray. Just because the sun penetrating, it was just destroying the soil. So this summer's, and it was April, and we hit past summertime temperatures here.
Wow! Yeah, I saw that up there. That was nuts.
And it's like everyone's out. All the older people are out there gardening, doing their raking, and they're all like, "Oh, look at my butt's all puckered, and I feel so good," And so I'm just like, "It's
very funny, Joey."
It's April. I'm like, "What are you going to do in August? It's 120 degrees outside."
Yeah, it's early May and it's 90 degrees here. It's early May and we're already at 90 Fahrenheit. And I'm like, I went outside to go, I went to the store and got beer and I'm like, this is going to be this summer's going to suck. It's not going to be good.
I hate to say this, but the summers are going to get hotter and hotter every year.
That's the way it's
We're lucky if we get a hot summer here. We're lucky.
That's going to happen every year.
It never gets really hot for us.
When I was a kid, we never imagined a green Christmas. It was like, what?
I've never seen a white Christmas. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe I've seen a white Christmas.
Now, exactly. It's not people like never snows on Christmas anymore. Back in the day, it was like,
and if it does snow, it only snows just a little bit. It doesn't snow all day to the point, hey, we got 5 or 6 inches of snow to play in during Christmas Day. No, it's not like that anymore.
Yeah,
we don't eat. If we get snow, it's more like hail, and it doesn't even stick here in the UK.
Yeah, and it's been a slow burn. It's been a slow burn over the years. Like I said, we keep saying, "Oh, it's 20 years away. 20 years away."
Yep.
20 years has come and gone multiple times over.
But you know what? They're going to keep saying that though until something really does something.
Yeah,
and that's
like all these movies. What's that movie Up or whatever? It's like they're not going to tell people. They're not going to tell people until you're not going to have time to do anything because. Let's say they're wrong. Let's say, okay, an asteroid's going to hit the Earth and destroy us in next month. Well, let's say a miracle happens and it doesn't.
Yep.
How much chaos did you just put the world in, and how much damage and destruction have the people caused?
Not today.
And then it's just like, oops, sorry. I guess back to work.
Yeah, so I think that's why they don't tell you because
exactly, and it's that same line in the what's that Men in Black, where he says people on an individual level are smart and can handle anything. People on a massive level are scared, weak, and in a herd community and will destroy everything.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We got a little taste of that over the last couple of years.
Yeah. Look at what happened. 2 years of nothing, and people are killing each other, hating each other. Families are broken up over
because they made them stay in the house
because they got scared. Yeah. So they know they can control people. Look at it was all a big test experiment. So wait till the actual real thing happens, and the worst is possible thoughts.
So we can hope for the best, but we have to think the worst too.
You always do, yeah. But you can't think about it. You can't think of life that way. Think of what you have right now. Right now, today, at this time, life is fantastic. Life has never been better.
Every day.
For all of us. Yep. We're right here. We're having a great time. We're having a good conversation. Yeah. Life is good. Nobody's banging at my door to take me away. No, I'm here. I'm doing good. I got a coffee in front of me. Everything's set up. Life is fantastic right now. And I don't want to think anything further than that. And you don't want to think about anything behind you because everything negative all happened behind you. And it's your mind reminding you of negative things.
Right, we're gonna have to go forward and see what happens when we go forward.
Create the forward, Create the forward from this perfect moment and move forward. And that's all you can do.
And unlike you said, we can only hope for the best and see what happens.
Right now, things are fantastic.
Yes.
We're never promised tomorrow.
No, we never were anyway. So I'm happy to meet you though, Axe.
I'm happy to meet everybody. Yeah, it's good to meet you, Alex, everybody here. So I like hanging out in these places. You get to meet people from all over the world. You get to see what's going on.
YouTube's awesome. You meet a lot of people.
It is. I only started my channel, Alex, with my train set as a vlog, and I've actually 530 subs. I don't know how I've got there. I say it every time.
Well, people love your trains. People love trains.
Yeah. I don't just do it for the enjoyment to do a lot of scratch building. I'll get.
It did. JB, blame everything on the internet.
Just worked on. I've been working on recent things. That's a load of trees I've just made.
Nice. They look real, actually. It's freaking amazing.
Oh yeah, and this is a hedge. Let me get the red piece of paper. Yeah. That's a hedge, And before it was that, I'll show you what it started off as. A scarring pad that you wash your dishes with.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Yeah,
you're good, man. I love watching you because you turn everyday things into just beautiful.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I do it on a budget. The way I look at it, I do stuff on a budget.
That stuff's expensive. I've been in hobby shops and I knew guys that did trains, and you could pay up to $20 for a little hedge, just a little hedge.
Yep. Yeah. You get them in a pack of about 6.
Yeah.
Here in the UK, you're paying about £5 for 6 of them.
Yeah.
I worked out I can make that one there. Get me a piece of red that sticks out. I can make that for less than that. I can make it for about 50p.
Nice.
It's crazy. I build all sorts with my channel.
That just goes to show us, right? The internet, you can bring people together that you might never.
I do.
Like the internet, you might not ever meet another train guy, but now on the internet, you have 500 subscribers of people that love trains, and they found you because of the internet, right? So there's definitely good things that can come out of it.
I do a live stream on a Sunday. I know Chasco won't mind, and I have actual people in the UK, where I'm from, and the States that actually come combined, and we put our skills together. I've got a woman that paints dragons. It's from the States. She's from Colorado, but she's not on my stream this week. She's got other stuff on, but she 3D prints dragons and paints them.
I'm in Colorado.
Yeah, she's not far from you then, Chad.
It's a pretty big state, but she can't be too terrible.
And I will tell you this, guys, I have 311. No, it's 310 now. But I had 311 just a little bit ago, but it'll probably go back to that. But I have 310 subscribers. Again,
I remember when you had.
Is that your name of your channel? What you've got in front of you?
It's Alex the Beer Master. Yes.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that one.
Yeah, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I got all that. If you just look up Alex the Beer Master on Google, everything will come up.
Yeah, I'm finally holding strong at 400. Finally holding there.
What are you now?
It's like up and down. You're like, come on.
YouTube are messing around at the moment. I had last week. I had 4 subscribers moved. Then I got them back. Then I got them moved, and it kept messing around.
I think it's a glitch.
Yeah, I think it is, Alex. You've got a point there.
Yeah. It's a glitch because it went back to 10 and it's probably going to go back to 11. They're probably still there.
Mine's doing that too lately. The YouTube's doing the whole what's it called? The purge again. They do it about
it is doing the purge. I'm glad I found you again, Chad, because I lost you for a bit.
I know. It's crazy.
I was annoyed, really.
Why do they do the purge though? What is the purpose?
For sub to sub, they're trying to not have people do
they don't want you doing sub to sub. They don't like us doing it.
Sub to your channel to be active in your comments and interact.
Yeah, but most of my people are active on my channel. That's why they're not. That's why they're still there.
Yep. I mean, I have a few come and few go, but
but then they come back when they go.
I've got a channel that does that. It'll unsub to me, then resub to me, unsub to me, and
they play with you. They do it because
they do it.
It's a business. It's a business. And like I said, let's say I was running YouTube. I'm advertising on your channels for free, whether you like it or not. Whether you get paid or not, I'm advertising on your channel. So if I can get that for free, why would I want to let you get to 1,000 subscribers and then have to share with you? What if I can just regulate whether you get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll regulate how quick you get there. I'll regulate whether you're going to keep subscriber or not, and that way I can get as much revenue as I can before. Because why would I allow a new million people to hit 1,000 subscribers and then go, I guess I got to share with you now?
Yeah.
Or would I not regulate that and say, okay, I'll let a couple trickle through, change up the algorithm like they did before. You used to be able to click on people's names in the chat and just go right to their channel.
You can still do that
as long as you're a moderator.
As long as you blow.
Now, do you see how they restrict you? So they allow you to do it and then pull it back.
And that just became a thing. They brought that back for moderators, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. Samantha's the one that said, oh my gosh, I can go directly to the channel. I was like, what? I was on someone else's channel as a moderator there too, and I could do it. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm glad.
Yeah,
they
we used to be able to do it when we weren't moderators, didn't we?
It helps with moderating as well because if
do you think they'll take that again? Do you think they'll take it away again? No, you think it'll leave it that way?
I think they'll leave it because it does help moderators. Kind of if a troll comes in,
yeah, it does. It helps. It helps if you've got a moderator that just lurking. I think it helps them out.
But I've been noticing too, like video views are going way down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they are.
Even live streams. You look at the average live streams, you're not getting the people in live streams as you used to. You know, like
you're not them out.
Yeah, you used to get averaging 25 people in a live stream. Now it's down to like 10. You know.
Yeah, my live streams on a regular live stream average usually about 10 to 15.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's worse over on Twitch. Don't
but let me ask you
this. Twitch.
I did do Chad. I went over to have a look at Twitch.
I have Twitch, by the way.
I have a Twitch
over there. It's frustrating.
I haven't really streamed
to you. Yeah, you have to have a nice rack or whatnot for them to promote you.
Let me ask you this though, Chadeo. Do you think I will ever get monetized? I think I will eventually.
Yeah, keep working at it, man.
That's what you've got to do. Keep working at it.
But even if I get monetized though, I'm gonna still be with my peeps.
Oh yeah, I'm
gonna be the same. Even if it happens to me.
See, my biggest thing is the super chats. My biggest thing is I don't understand why you have to have 1,000 subscribers to get a super chat
and 4,000 watch hours.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. No, if
I'm YouTube, right? I take 40% of your super chat.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly.
Why would I want to stop super chats? Let everybody get a super chat. Because it definitely hurts like musicians like myself and Samantha. Well, she's monetized now; she can finally do it.
Just got it the other day.
A lot of musicians out there who deserve to get tipped for their music, or like myself, I get 3 hours worth of music, and nobody says, "Oh, I want a tip. I want to give money," but I can't because you're not monetized. Well, that's stupid. That's really silly. I don't know. Why
I would say to you guys who are not monetized, have a PayPal and just keep dropping it periodically in your live chat. People like me will tip you.
It's not as anonymous as super chats because people get their really.
Yeah, well, I usually
use out of the way. It is.
I usually use my Amazon wish list,
but I still,
I use my Amazon wish list a lot. With me scratch build and me stuff, I'll have stuff that's dead cheap to get off my Amazon wish list, and then people will buy me stuff off my Amazon
wish. I guarantee that, Joey. Keep drop your Cash App and whatnot and all that stuff, Joey. Yeah, because I know I do every once in a while. I'll drop a little tip for people like, you know what, you can't get the super chat, but here you go. And
but you already have super chat.
I do, but I'm saying for other people, I've dropped Axe and Nacho.
And to those that do have super chats, don't keep your money in your YouTube account.
Nope.
Switch it right over right away.
Oh, mine. I'm actually.
They can. I know so many people that their channel got a strike, and if your channel gets taken down because of a strike, even just temporarily for like 90 days, they take your money. They take it.
So basically, take the money out of the YouTube account and put it
into a PayPal or something else.
Every payout goes to my bank account. Every payout. It's just
I knew a guy. He lost his channel, got striked, and he lost $600 he had sitting in his YouTube account. Never got it back.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do when I get monetized. I'm gonna get my personal account add up to my YouTube.
Connect it with the ads, the Google AdSense, and once a month it'll drop it in there for you. You got to tiptoe. I mean, I guarantee after I end the stream, I'm going to see this is going to be yellow because YouTube right away is to say, "Oh, this isn't suitable for all of your, for all of the advertisers." And I'll just go in there real quick, one click, and say, "You better check that again manually." And 90% of the time when I do that, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's fine."
Yeah, and you got to be careful, especially with panel shows, right? Because you want to be monetized. Well, you can't control what I'm going to say on your show.
Yeah,
true that.
You got to be. That's why it's really important to have the people on panel that you know and can trust, and that.
Yeah, that's why I wait to come up. I won't come up on panels unless I know the person.
Yep.
Like I've known Chadeo.
Yeah, but you didn't know me
for a while. Yeah,
I've known you now, Alex. So
he knows you now.
I've just subbed you. I've just subbed you now, Alex.
I mean,
Joey. I'll go and watch some of your content in a bit.
Enjoy. You got beer reviews. You got live streams.
Oh, I love the beer reviews. That's how I got speaking to Chad through his beer reviews.
Yep.
Yes, Chad.
And Lone Star, and then from
Lone
there,
Star too. Another buddy.
Mine are still coming, just not as
yeah.
frequent.
Hey, you've done some good beer reviews in the past, so Chad.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert.
The best review I like that review you recently done
Robert.
of the Pepsi one. That Pepsi one.
I don't know about that, Robert. Just kidding. I'll send you a link.
Chadeo, you
actually Robert's in that private chat with Carla and everything. So if you want to come up, grab the link there, bud. And
I bet you Carla will come up. I bet you she'll come up.
She's getting her nails. She's getting her nails did.
She's getting her nails all dayed up. Getting them all pretty like.
Lisa, hi, how are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it.
So, Chadeo, you've been doing any grilling live streams lately, or
no? Those will start soon. Now that the weather's warming up, I'll start doing more grilling live streams, and I'll probably do some just recorded grilling too as well. But I'll be doing a lot of like hangout grilling.
Yes, that's
not catching myself on fire. I was going to buy myself a new grill,
right?
But I had to buy a new washing machine instead because last Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying.
Yeah, last Tuesday, my washing machine said, "Hey, I think it's time for us to, soak your floor so you can clean it."
Oh my god!
They plugged in his floor, literally.
And I noticed it after the load was finished. I was like, "Well, crap!" So I threw the clothes in there, put the dryer, ran the dryer, cleaned up the floor, and went to Lowe's.com. And next day, I had a new washing machine. But yeah, that was
there, done that. That is annoying.
You know what? Props to that washing machine. It survived 29 years. It was from 1993.
Yeah, but you haven't been living there since 1993, have you?
No, I know. But the person who owned this place before me, when they bought it in 93, that's when they installed the old washing machine, the old dryer. My stove is from 1993. My refrigerator's from 93.
So in a minute, going to check tea.
Guarantee your new washer is going to be dead in 2 years.
Probably because
guaranteed
it's computerized. That's why I said screw it and paid them their $85 for it.
I did the same thing. I had the old one. It was like 30 years old. It was still working. We're like, yeah, let's go and get the high efficiency one. We spent $3,000 on the Samsung front loaders.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
2 years later, done. You know what we went back to? The 30-year-old one. Yeah, that still works.
Well, but
mine is an off-brand on purpose because my TV, my bedroom, my tube TV is Apex. It's an off-brand. I've had that TV for 20 years. It still works. So
since 2000,
off-brand.
Since 2000.
2002 was a birthday present from my mom in 2002, and it still works. I use it every night in my room. I turn it on, watch Netflix, and I fall asleep. When I'm starting to fall asleep, I turn it off and go to bed. Yeah.
Wow.
It's an old tube TV. I'm like, you know what? I trust off-brands more than I trust big name brands. Like
it seems to me, all brands
in front of me is a TCL. I have a TCL TV in front of me.
Nice.
I have a Samsung over here. I'm surprised it still works. I have an LG. Actually, the LG over here is from 2009, an old TV I use as
But you also have a computer from your work, don't you? You have a new computer for your work.
Well, it's only for work, but yeah, it's my work computer behind me. But I can't use that for personal use. That's why I have my desktop I use, and then I have my laptop for when I travel or if I'm out and about. So yeah, I have a couple of computers. I mean, my old laptop made it 10 years, and I was shocked. I couldn't upgrade it to even Windows 10. Windows 7 worked on it like flawlessly, and I tried to upgrade to Windows 10. The computer's like, no.
We can't do that. We're an old computer.
No, so I still have that old laptop. Oh, it's under my bed. Yeah, I still have that old laptop. It's in a laptop case. But
it's good to have extra computers when you ever need them.
Yeah, I couldn't handle
that's like our picture closets now. We grew up used to have picture albums.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have
them on your phone.
Then it went to old PCs, and now we have stacks of phones. From 1980 to 1993, I opened up the picture album. From 1993 to 2000, I opened up the old PC.
I think Chadeo is going to show us something.
2003 to now, I pull off a cell phone. Yeah, I have
music CDs.
Yeah. Nice. I got my big DVD pack.
I have shelves of DVDs in front of me. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do those? Use those for anymore? Coasters?
Yeah, they don't even make computers with DVD players in them anymore.
Mine, I specifically bought one with a disc drive that plays DVDs. It could burn DVDs and.
No, I got a high-end gaming computer, and it didn't even come with a CD-ROM in it.
Yep. You have to buy that.
You can, like $20. They sit on top now.
Yeah, they're cheap, but yeah.
I got a somewhat of a gaming computer here, but this is a laptop gaming computer. Somewhat. Yeah. It is not a CD one. No.
No, nope. There's no disc drive, but you can go out and buy one for $20-$30
if you want to.
But if you want to, you can get like a USB DVD burner, and they work great. But yeah, mine's built in, and I rarely use it, but it's good to know it's there. I still have a working VCR sitting in front of me, so there you go. And I've got a bunch of VHSs I still watch every once in a while. Back to the Future, I'll only watch it on VHS, and it is grainy as hell, and I love it.
You like the old ways.
I do. That's part of the conversation why I brought up what the internet didn't exist. That's part of the
I'm going to go and drop down into the chat. If you're still live when I finish me tea, Chad, I'll come back up.
I'll be gone for another 15 minutes.
Oh, well, wait to finish me tea by then. So I'll be down in chat. I'm going to go and get my tea while it's on. Nice to meet you, Alex, and see you again, Act.
All right, good seeing you again, Lee. Yeah.
It's nice to see you again.
Enjoy the live stream. Enjoy the videos, my friend Lee. Enjoy it.
Oh, will do. Don't worry.
I need to have Bilo call the Lowe's.
Take it easy. See you again.
See ya.
Yeah. Solar Flare took out Chadeo's.
So, Chadeo, I mean to ask you, what is that behind you on top of your mountie?
That was hand carved from Mick T. I think he lives in Ireland. He hand carved that and mailed it to me. It's a NASCAR on there.
Oh.
So it's got a NASCAR doing a burnout, and it's got my logo on it, and he painted it. He carved it by hand.
Can I see it up close, please, Chadeo?
Yeah, let me make myself large. You'll see it that way. Solo. Boom. There it is.
Oh, and you got your hat on there too. Nice.
I got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's a Florida Gators hat.
Yeah, Nick did a really good job on that. Chadeo's pulled that on a few times, and it's all hand carved out of wood.
Awesome.
And it's like raised out, and he's painted it. It's really cool.
I hope that's good that your friend did that, because that is freaking badass. Burnout race car. What number is it though? I think it's
78. It's an old. It was the racing team that was based out of Denver. They went out of business. 3 years ago. Yeah, 2 years after they won the entire championship. The owner's getting older. He had a heart attack, and he said, "You know what? I won my championship. I'm happy. I'm gonna let my driver go on to the larger team that they were under," and he's done very well for that team.
Nice.
What are you doing, Lucy? Hi.
You know, what does Lucy do now since she doesn't have her buddy anymore? That's the
she has Bailey. She has the black cat. Those two, her and Bailey are best friends. So
it's just the one cat that passed. Okay.
Yeah, it was Stella. That's why I have the Stella Artois sign behind me for her.
Yeah, the black cat. She's a little camera shy, eh?
Oh, the black cat. He likes to show his butt, but that's about it.
Yeah, you rarely see a black one.
No, Lucy. She used to do beer reviews with me. Yeah, didn't you? She likes multi beers like Guinness and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. She wouldn't like this beer that I have from Nashville because it's an IPA. This is Tunnel Vision, and it is I think double dry hopped Citra IPA. It's okay. I'm okay with this one.
Do you have other beers that you're in your fridge that you can drink?
I've got a few Dreckers, and I've got a bunch more coming in.
Drecker, yes.
Oh yeah, you know the brains. I got a bunch of different ones. So what's up, Twisted?
Hey, Twisted. I haven't seen you.
Oh shit. Twisted Stella passed away 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So she went to hang out with Mojo and Skeet. So I have Bailey and Lucy now. So, but yeah, Stella's gone. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't know your friends didn't know that, Chad.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Twisted has been on a hiatus. Yeah, so little Miss Stella, who's always here. She left her mark. Who's always on the
Actually,
couch.
my son was doing a live stream, I believe, with her son today.
Oh, nice.
Start lad. I think they were doing a live stream on Twitch today.
I didn't get the notification. Yeah, sorry. Stella. She went pretty quick, and she passed away overnight 2 weeks ago at home. And yeah, I'm actually going to stop by the vet tomorrow, see if they have her paw print for me. That way I can have somebody build me a shadow box with Stella, Mojo, and Skeet's paw prints with their collars. And I want like a little plaque up top that says the outfield, because that was my outfield. They've all retired. So, yep. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. We're okay. Stella and Bailey were sad for a little while, but they're good now.
Yeah, you move on. When the sadness goes and the memories just start to stay there, it's like, the memories become happier as the sadness of them leaving gets longer.
So, Chadeo, what do you mean Stella made a mark? I don't understand. I don't know what you meant by that.
She had a dirty butt. There's a dirty butt mark on the couch.
Literally made her mark.
She left her mark. Oh yeah, that's why I had to replace my flooring was from her. So
well, I hope you don't clean that because that's a memory of you.
No, I'm gonna have to. It's starting to smell.
What is this? Wait a minute, Chadeo. Wait a minute.
That's a mark. No, you need to clean that.
That's a mark I don't want. No, yeah, she did a good job around here. She took care of the.
Wait a minute, Chadeo. What do you mean starting to smell? That was a while ago she did that.
Oh, it was over time. I literally cleaned it 6 months ago. I think she got pissed at me, so I'm leaving.
Yeah, there's nothing you do once they start laying in the same spot.
Yeah, they just leave their mark. Like
her
awesome, chair is right next to me because she'd always lay in the chair next to me, and Bailey and Lucy want nothing to do with it. They don't want to lay on it, and I'm like, that kind of makes me sad because Lucy would always lay on it with her, and Lucy sniffed it and just walked away. And I was like, that sucks.
Yeah, it's a bit of a transition. Like we had to put our little dog down. I guess a couple weeks now has gone by, and we had her for like 16 years. She was 16, 17 years. So our whole life was based around, her going outside, being tied up. And it's nice now that we can start okay, now we don't have to worry about going out the back door and stepping in a big pile of crap, clean up dog poop. We can put our yard furniture at the back door and on our patio now without the dog getting tangled up out there. There's so many things. It's like, oh, wow, look at all what we didn't do. And we don't want to think bad because, we love our dog and that. But, there is benefits where we're like, it's kind of nice.
That's how I started thinking after Stella passed. I mean, yeah, she was, a kitty here, but she was just never really close with me and kind of always did her own little thing. She was kind of a loner.
She was always hanging out with you right there, right next to you.
Yeah, wanting more food.
Okay, you got me.
You just wanted the airtime. That's it. Airtime.
Yeah. No, I will say the cat food bowls are staying fuller longer.
Cats are funny like that. They pick and choose the owner. You don't choose them. Mm-mm. Like I got a cat here that I picked the cat out at the Humane Society. When I brought it, but I never see the cat, and the cat will not even come close to me. He's always around my son. It's my kid's cat. Cat hates me. Doesn't want to be around me. Sees me, takes off.
Yeah, Mojo.
My kid, he's always around them.
How old are your kids?
13 and 11. I'm gonna say.
Oh, nice.
No.
I don't know, somewhere around there.
Oh, one of them starting high school soon.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought they'd be in their 20s and 30s. I don't know why I thought that, but that's what I was thinking.
I'm straight up. I don't lie. I tell my kids, listen, don't you ever get me a T-shirt or a keychain that says "Number One Dad." I don't want that.
Oh, come on.
I don't want that pressure.
Yeah,
I'm okay. I'm okay being in the top. Let's say top 100,000 dad. That's a good mark. If I'm 99, if I'm the top. If I'm 90,000th of best dad in the world, hey, that's a great place to be.
True that.
And I'm okay with that. It's like I always tell you always want to be third place.
Yep.
Third is always the best.
But even if in reality you are the best dad, you don't want to feel that way.
You don't want to. That's too much pressure. If you're first place all the time and you slip a little bit and go second place, man, people slap you so hard. But if you're third and you're like, you always get that, yeah, good job, bud, and you get forgotten about, but you still get the medal. You get the fist bump.
True that.
No pressure.
True that.
So nobody remembers third place, but everybody remembers first place, and when first place fails.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And that's the issue. I get you putting
right. It's all about staying right in the pocket. You want to stay in the pocket.
This way, there's no stress, no pressure at all. They love you just the same.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Twisted. I put GamerLad up on my other monitor.
Chadeo, thanks for the laughter. She wants more food. You're a trip, Chadeo.
I'm not lying, man. My food is like, I'm looking at like, wow, this bag of food is actually lasting a while.
You're talking about your cat's food, right?
Yes. Oh. Like Bailey and Lucy, they go and take a couple of nibbles and go off. Stella would just stick her face in there and fall asleep.
Stella, she loved her food like me.
She was a foodie. Oh yeah.
But
when I took her into the vet, like pulled the blanket off of her for the grand reveal, the girl taking her to the back was just like, I'm like, yeah, she's a big girl. And of course, my last goodbye was I basically did Bubbles, who's got your belly? Kind of went to her belly and said, who's got your belly? And gave her a little rub on the head and said, okay, you can take her now.
What, to make her go to sleep?
No, she passed out at home at night.
Oh.
No, but I just kind of like made fun. I had to get one more little jab in there and gave her a little love on the head, and that's okay. You can take her to the back. So.
Wow. Oh, she was already passed on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she passed on when I was asleep. I woke up early because I was flying out the next day to Florida, so I had to get up early to confirm my flight. And then I looked, opened up the refrigerator to get water. It was just like thump. And then I turned on the light. She had already passed right in front of the fridge. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I thought she was already passed when you got home. You said when you were going, Florida.
Oh, yeah. So thank goodness she passed before I left. I would not want to have my neighbor have to deal with that.
No, thank God.
Like I had a gut feeling it was coming, and I wrote down my mom's phone numbers on a piece of paper, and I told Franco, I said, it's on the counter. So if you come in the house and Stella's gone, call my mom, have her deal with it. You don't need to deal with it.
True that.
And then 2 weeks ago, I woke up. She was gone and threw away the piece of paper. I kept her collar, and yeah. So
yeah, because I know she's famous for sitting next to you eating your food.
Are you kidding me? I have an emote with her logo. Hold on.
And she tries to drink your beer, or you try to give her beer. That's what you used to try.
Every once in a while, she would drink it. How do I do this? It's right here. Avatar. There it is. Done. All right, mute my camera. And Stella right there.
Yes, you have Stella on your Facebook. It's on there right now.
Yeah. Well, I changed it, but yeah, she was there for a while. I've had that. Someone made that for me 4 years ago when I started gaming on Twitch for when I got affiliate.
Wow.
Because I was always like playing games. I'm like, Stella, stop. So I made a Stella.
I want to get one of those great big huge cats, the coon cat.
Oh yeah, Mancoon. Yeah.
Mancoon, man, I'd love to get one of those. They're huge. They're expensive though.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the neighbors are getting a calico. I'm like, yeah, have fun with that thing. Those are just big. I think they're like medium to long hair. It's like, oh my goodness, yeah, you're gonna hate it. It's gonna end up on my front porch in like 2 weeks because they're gonna be like, yeah, we don't want her to take her chat. I'm like, I don't want her either.
Those Cancun cats, they never stop growing. They're just absolutely massive cats.
Well, it's like Samantha Lee's dog. Have you seen that thing lately?
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, Floofa's getting huge.
Yep. Yeah, my mom, she's had the biggest dogs in the world for the last 2. She had Newfoundlander, last one of the biggest dogs you can get, and she's just got a Saint Bernard. It's like they're puppies, but they're 100-pound puppies, and they want to jump on your lap like a little puppy dog.
Hey, Steve, how are you? Yeah, that's Samantha Lee's husky.
And
The
you're just
same
like,
way.
"Oh."
She's huge, but and this guy will look into the camera and you're like, you still have a puppy face in here.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I was like, you do know that's the same as having a football player running around inside your house, right?
I feel like Bailey is like a Saint Bernard, man. He runs around. He runs heavy. It's like bump, 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 bump. It's like, stop. I'm going to lose a filling from all this jarring. Talk about earthquakes. But, yeah.
I just want a pet duck. Nacho won't let me get one, though.
What?
I know. I want a pet duck. I want
You
one.
can still get one.
Get a pet duck and call it Quackers. Mr.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Howard or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
I just
Howard
think
would be great.
he'd have a bow tie. He'd have a bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just think it'd be so cool to have a duck follow you around.
Oh, I want to get Bailey a
Yeah,
bow
but
tie.
maybe your wife doesn't want a duck following her. Maybe you want the duck to follow you, but maybe she doesn't want a duck following her.
Well, I want to teach it to chase her around and bite her on the butt.
Oh, okay.
That's why no, you got to get a goose for that. Get a goose. Those things
You are a
mean.
trip, my friend.
Geese are mean.
Oh man,
That's funny. Where are we?
well, Axe, I really hope you join my Food Friday. I like to invite you in.
Yeah.
My Food Friday.
What is it this week?
It is going to be chocolate covered pretzels.
Every time I hear that, I think of the movie Mallrats. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure
Axe knows what I'm talking about.
You'll probably join Chadeo.
I'll try to. Yeah, I'll see if I can get some chocolate covered pretzels.
I know you've been busy with the computer with your job, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, Axe, maybe I can invite you in. Maybe you can come on in, my friend.
Yeah, type something in the chat. No, are you a mod here? Alex?
Oh yeah.
We'll throw your link up in the chat.
Yeah, put your
You
link
can
in
easily
there.
do that.
If you go up to what is it your
too.
time, Axe? It would be 2:57
What is
p.m. if you have it on. Hold on, I can copy this. I think. Let me open.
There you go.
I'll drop it. Did you drop it? Nice.
I didn't drop I could drop the link, but I don't remember how to do it.
Yeah, Axe. I think Axe. I
Where's
believe
Axe?
you're a mod here.
I am. You'll see the blue thing.
Yeah, I see it there. But Axe, I think Axe is a
Yeah, let me grab this
moderator as
channel.
well. Yeah.
Oh, I'm already subscribed to Alex. Yeah, I already got him. I'm good.
Yeah.
You're already golden? All right.
I'm already gold. I'm already subscribed.
Stay golden, pony
Awesome
boy.
beans. Yeah, I could drop the link, but I don't feel like I don't want to be like be one of those people just keep dropping links, you know.
Yeah. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it. Well, I mean, as long as Chadeo says it.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. But while we've hit the 2-hour mark, holy crap, when did that happen? About a minute ago. But yeah, I think I'm gonna roll up this. What if the internet did not exist? Thought provoking Saturdays. I may move this show to Saturday because it was Thursday, and it would, I like to be there with Bourbon Bounty on his Thursday streams.
So how about you sum it up, Chadeo? What would you think? Would you like to take the world to take a break from the internet, or would you be happy or sad if we lost the internet today?
I think the world just needs a break. Like maybe 24 to 48 hour just break away from it.
Yeah, but not if
maybe longer, maybe a week. That way it can people can digest and start looking around and going, oh, that's right. The outside exists. Let's go out there and check it out.
Yeah, but
and then the internet may come back and people will be like, okay, let's do this a little differently and be nicer and friendlier. Yeah.
So are you saying that we're more nasty because of the internet?
I think
I'm an outgoing person, so
I know. I think the internet influenced people's negative behaviors. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So do you think I'm a nasty person, or do you think I'm an outgoing person?
No, I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying generally society has gotten just mean over the last even 20 years.
Here's my closing thought on it. I think as humans, we're so hard to self-regulate ourselves, but we hate those that want to regulate.
Mm-hmm.
So we're stuck between a rock and a hard place as people.
You met people that want to be in control of everybody, which I don't believe in.
Which that's the thing, right? We need to be regulated, but we hate to be regulated. I can do things fine on my own, but some things you can't. So it's almost like I would like to see the internet be regulated where you could only access it 2-3 days a week.
Okay.
And I think that would help humanity. But again, that would make me a regulator of humanity.
Yeah, but
I'm not a censorship person, so I'd never want to censor anybody. But and that's where we're at between a rock and a hard place where you got to govern yourself, and it's so hard to do, and it's hard.
I'm not always on the internet. I'm mostly listening on music.
Yeah, Alex is rare to be on here, which is a good move on your behalf.
Yeah, I'm only on here maybe once in a while during the week, but most of the time it's Friday or Monday, or if it's shows, or if there's some shows I want to join to do beer reviews. Otherwise, I'm not doing that. Or if I do my beer review on my channel, that's it.
Yeah.
I used to be on here all the time.
People who are on the internet a lot are more depressed, you know.
I used to be on here a lot.
Negative things. Too many negative things are flown in.
That's
Positive things,
I'm saying. I mean,
but equally negative things, you know.
I used to be on here a lot, but now I'm like, okay, it's fun. I've been down there and I'll throw my beer review out. You know, you might record video. You know how that goes. I mean, and then I'm with my friends once in a while, but that's it. Most of the time, listening to my music or watching shows.
I mean, right now, when I wrap this up, I'm gonna probably go hang out with Franco for the afternoon and have some beers and hang out and grill and chill and enjoy physical, in-person human interaction.
Who's Franco, Chadeo?
Remember the guy I did the one chip with last August?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that's Franco. So
that's your neighbor, right?
Yeah,
that's the neighbor, right?
Next door, and then the other neighbors. He should be back. Probably in half an hour or so from his son's second to last football game.
Why are you not there at the game?
They didn't have room in the view. I wanted to go. I'm going to try to go to his last game next week.
Okay.
At this level, I'm not going to make any of his college games because he's playing for Central Arkansas University. I'm like, won't make those.
Well, you can make them.
That's hard to get to Little Rock from here. I'm good, but
well, Jeremy could pick you up.
Maybe.
Hey, I'm always thinking.
I don't know. I actually would rather Blake to pick me up.
Well,
Blake, give me some of that magic water. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, I know the magic water. What you're talking about, the jug thing.
Yeah, but all right, gentlemen, I'm gonna wrap this up here. Everybody in the chat, thank you guys for coming by. So many of you guys have been coming in and out the last couple hours. I'm so thankful for you guys. You guys rock. But I'm going to wrap this up and go enjoy the world like there's no internet. So I'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you on the next stream.